So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. I don't want none of your time, and no.
Hello everybody, it's me, Saraptishan here. Today I want to do something fun and different today. So today it's going to be pretty exciting because I feel like Little Big Planet today. And by that what I mean is that I want to review something that I wanted to do for a long time now. Today I'm going to be reviewing the top 7 best films in Little Big Planet history. So let's just get started and see what we got here. Oh, just a quick little reminder. Sorry if I didn't add in some films that you guys wanted to see here. It's just for my choosing and thought of what I think about it and what I've seen before. So please don't get mad at me if I didn't add your choice. It's only on my opinion, okay guys? So please don't, yell at me for that. Anyways, let's get started. Number 7. Afraid. The story, in fact, is a horror film. It's about 2 guys who are investigating an old abandoned hotel that is claimed to be haunted. So while there, they were doing their work on the late nights and being. Everything seems going good, but till then, they're getting some strange feelings about this place. With lots of imagery, lots of noises, and a lot of jump scares. So basically, this idea was very pleasant. I love the way how they simplify for a Little Big Planet 2 movie. It feels like a whole different level of a horror movie and an LP imagery. I would like the way that how the idea is and how the scary fears it has. I actually really enjoyed this. I remember as a kid seeing it and I got freaked out by it, by its own gory imagery and so spooky imagery. But I will say though, even though it may not be number 1 of the list, but I can recommend you watch it if you can, if you have a strong stomach to watch it. Number 6. Restroom. Don't you ever hate when you have to go to the bathroom so bad that you have to go there as fast as you can? When you realize something that you are in your right gender bathroom? But what if in this film, as per se, if you are in the wrong bathroom that you're not supposed to go in? So basically this story is about a guy who just accidentally went into the girls' bathroom and tries to get out without any lady spotting him or anyone in there to get sued by. So basically the story is basically a escape plan story where a guy who's trying to escape from the female's bathroom. I thought it was kind of hilarious to see how that idea came out from the head of someone the creators like this one is. So basically though, after watching it, I thought it was hilarious. Like the way how it is, the character designs are pretty good, the story is kind of funny, and the anatomy of it is pretty good. And I just love the way how it is and how this funny scenes are, and I just love everything about it as much. And I can recommend you guys, if you want to get a good laughs from it, this is the movie to show if you ever try to go to the bathroom, and if you are in the wrong bathroom, this is a film for you to learn how to not go into the girls' bathroom. Or the boys' bathroom if you are a female, of course. Number 5. Ninja Cat. After when Kung Fu Panda was a hit, this project came into the big screen. So basically this is a story about a cat named Hanzo who's a clumsy ninja that tries to be the best. So one day there are some crazy stuff happening and basically the dark side is coming for him for some whatever reason whatsoever. The film shows it is basically a ninja story, of course, and basically though, after watching it, it was actually really nice to see that. The film has a lot of unique designs of this whole thing. After seeing the characters, it kind of reminds me of a Kung Fu Panda spin-off. Like, look at how the modeling of the animals are and how the thingamajigs here. Anyways, besides the point, the story is very pleasant, the characters are unique, the anatomy is really nice, dialogue's good, and everything else looks absolutely pleasing and perfect. I will have to say though, the fighting scenes are obviously fun to watch. And if you are a Kung Fu or a ninja fan, this is the perfect example to watch it for yourself. Even though it stars cute animal characters, Even if you may think this is a ripoff of Kung Fu Panda, this surely is a good example to show for a Kung Fu movie like this. Number 4. The Accident. Yes, the world has been changing a lot of times, and people have been making a lot of new vehicles each year every time. Not so much for people who mostly got accidents a lot of times in every year, like not really much for the accidents on killing people on accident. But anyways, let's get to the story. So the story is about this guy named Jack, who is a hardworking husband and a proud father of his wife Tracy and his speechless daughter named Amy. Throughout the middle of the story, Jack was supposed to be back home on Amy's birthday, but basically something actually happened. So as Jack was trying to get home, he accidentally ran over a criminal that is known to be the most wanted of them all, and the most notoriously dangerous ever known to mankind. So far, Jack has been a little bit weird in trying to keep this a secret from his wife and daughter. But as he went to check up his car, he noticed that the criminal was actually missing. So what he realized that he could be gone somewhere. And as we thought through the film, he wasn't dead, and now he's going after the family. So now it's up to Jack, Tracy, and Amy to make it through the night and kill this person. So this is the third Samurai 09 film that I reviewed in this little same video. And for that I say, he's one of the most greatest known to mankind Little Big Planet filmmakers that we have ever known to have. The story shows a lot about thriller and horror at the same time, which just shows how people are not supposed to run over some people that they never know of. You don't know if they could be dangerous or not to. Basically, after watching this, it was really nicely done to watch. I love everything about Samurai 09, and I love everything about it so much. If you want not to learn about how to run over people, watch this video and you'll know. Number 3. Out Walking the Dog 2. This is a sequel to one of the most randomest videos that you may see on the Little Planet 3 is Out Walking the Dog. So this one got a sequel, a full-length feature one, and it is the Little Planet 3 cutscenes, but with a bunch of randomness and a lot of craziness that you may see in this whole thing. It happens throughout the whole thing in this project. You don't know what's going on right now, but you see a lot of randomness and out of places, and that's what it is the best for. And after watching this, I actually laughed at this a lot of times in this because of how funny this is. It is absolutely hilarious and good. I just love every bit of it so much. I love the humor and everything about this whole thing, even though it may get a little bit too crazy and a little bit out of place right now. But yes, if you're looking for something that you may see in the third game, I can highly recommend you watch this, right? But it does have a story into this, like you may see in this whole thing. So there's a lot of plot twists and a lot of things that you may see in the story, but in all, it's just a bunch of randomness that you may see here. Everything about this is just coming into place. I just love the works about this whole thing. The animation and the timing and everything about this is so matched up. It's just good, guys. Nothing I can say here. It's just absolutely glamorous, so gorgeous, and it deserves to be in the third place of this whole thing. Everyone may say that randomness is not really the key to anything to make anything good, but as in for this Little Planet film, I have to say though, putting in the cutscenes from the most recognizable thing to be one of the glitchiest games ever of this whole Little Planet franchise there is, and turn it into something that is much of a lot of crazier than usual, I can highly recommend you guys watch this because it's so hilarious, it's so funny, it's so good. Go watch it if you may too. Number 2. Sapboy and the Seed of Destruction. Set based off to the third game, so we actually see the main characters actually talk in this movie. The story is about all the gang here who are trying to protect the Seed of Destruction, which obviously this is a seed that can make them into a god, a creative god as you say, but they're being chased down by the commander, Captain Z, who wanted the seed so that he can rule the entire universe. As in for the gang, they ran out of fuel and now are sent to Earth. The story here is a pretty fun idea for the characters, like if they ever come back to Earth like they are here. Not really the Earth from Craft World that you may already know. I mean, actual Earth. I thought that was actually a fun idea to customize the Little Planet characters into the reality of the world. And basically though, throughout the film, it was actually really enjoyable. I just love every animation movement there is, the slow motion, the effects and everything. It was actually really fun to watch. The favorite thing about this movie is how the characters can talk in this film, and I just love how they're stars of this movie. I just love every bit of it. The actions are fun, the characters are great in this, and everything about it is just really fun. That's all I can say. Fun. And yes, the settings are really passed in and really realistic, and it feels like it's almost should have been a movie, an actual movie obviously. And as you say here, I just have to admit, I just still love everything about this. I kind of feel like Little Planet 3 has been improving a lot lately. Well, if there is ever any future about this, I will have to say though, this is an amazing product that anyone has ever made, and it's truly amazing. Before we get to number 1, I would like to give out some honorable mentions for this video. Clown. This is a short horror film about a plush toy clown that is trying to hunt down a little girl where a little girl does not want to be hunted down. So far, nothing really much to say here. It's just a really short horror experience as we see here. It's just your typical girl trying to escape from her plushie thingamajigs. But it may not really be the most popular as you may say. But I will have to say though, for my opinion, it is pretty decent. Even though it may not be as good as you may think, but it is still nicely done to watch for. And if you've seen it, that is good. If you liked it, that's good as well. I can respect all of your respects on this film. Just for my opinion, it is okay. Truth or Dare, Dares of the Last. Now this film was made by Shane, who is one of the other LP creators, who was most loved as in today. But anyways, so basically though, it's just your typical Shane episode where we see your friends here, they're talking about stuff, but then King Viper just sent all of his minions down and took them down all the way so that Miko can't see them again. Meanwhile, as in for King Viper, he kidnaps Miko and he is trying to get her to be his queen so that they can live happily ever after. But as in the parts where with King Viper with her, it gets really gross and creepy. But anyway, so meanwhile her friends are out there trying to find Miko, and yes, they are trying to save her from King Viper. After seeing this, well, it was really good. I just liked this when I first played LP2, and I just like the way how it is, obviously. And there are some funny parts that I can't get really out of my head, like this bed scene, my god. But anyways, so throughout the story and everything else, it's pretty good. And I just like the Shane stuff and everything else. I think it's pretty good. I just thought it was funny. And yes, if you are a fan of this person, I can highly recommend you can just watch this film and see for yourself and see what your opinion is. So yeah, that's my thought of that. Angel. This is when you thought if Tuggle and Swoop meet each other. Well, this is exactly what this is. The story is about an artist who found a bird in a washing machine that when it hatched, he raised him as in to be his son or a friend of him. So basically throughout the montage it shows the two of them with their bonding and friendship and, well, kind of father and son moment stuff. So there's no dialogue of the story and there's not really much I can say about this, but I will have to say though this is actually pretty cute. I love the way how they transferred into this, and I just love the way how the characters are with each other. And I just thought this was actually pretty cute. To see them with each other, showing friendship and kindness to one another. And I just thought this was actually really nicely done. And I will have to say though, it is cute. The wedding cake. On that time when someone's getting married, there always has to be cake. So the short is about Sackboy, who is about trying to make a cake and cupcakes for the wedding day. So everything seems going good, but for Oddsock, well, there's a message to it. Since he's a dog, well, he obviously likes to eat food, so basically he keeps on eating the cupcakes and the cakes. So that kind of drives Sackboy crazy and really angry. But then he got this idea about what he's going to do with Otsuck. He created a jalapeno hot cake for Otsuck to try and get burned on. But the waitress found the hot cake and was delivering it to the bride and groom so that they can enjoy it together. And as for Sackboy, he was trying to get the jalapeno cake back, and then, well, shenanigans happened as he was trying to get it. So the whole point is just really short, and he was trying to get the cake at the end, and yeah, that's the whole point of the short. And I still have to say, though, this is still made by Samurai09, who is best at animating stuff, and I just loved every bit about it. And I just love the settings, still everything about it is just really good. Everything about it is just really funny. I just love how the chef is trying to get the cake from them, and everything is just turned into craziness, how he crashed the party, and yeah, I just love it. It still is really nice to watch, and still, I can highly recommend you can watch this anytime, any soon as you like to. And the number one best film of all time in LP franchise is The Last Adventure. Now this one has to be one of my all-time favorite. This one proven, for my opinion, as in to be the best known feature ever known to man in Little Big Planet 2. I just love the anatomy, I just love the story, and I love everything about it. It's just bringing me back memories to the second game. So the story is about the player 1, which is we are the player 1, and all the characters of the second game of Little Big Planet who are about to say farewells but decided to stay here for their welcome buys. One day, the evil Sackbots and General Curdle, who is trying to kill everyone and trying to trap them from getting to the third game, which they want to get into the third game because reasons they want to get their star on. And basically, though, it's up to us trying to stop it. So basically, though, the idea and everything is just really nicely done. The dialogue's really great, and everything else is just brings everything back to life. It's a film that when you want to say, oh my god, Little Big Planet 2 was the best known feature ever known to mankind ever has. And basically that's what it did. It just makes Little Big Planet 2 look awesome again with this little thing feature. It's just really awesome, guys. I don't really have any much comment about this. It's just nice. I just love everything about this nonsense and everything else. The story is pretty great, and everything else is just, well, you know, the rest of it. And, well, nothing really much to say about this. I just want to say this has to be one of the best known features ever known in the history of Little Big Planets, ever known for the levels of Little Big Planet 2. And also, the best known feature ever to come. So that is all for today, folks. Thank you for enjoying this little review that I made. I hope you liked it. And sorry if it may be not really, well, you know, may be the best, but it's only just my opinion, just my thought of it and everything else. I tried to think about what I remember and what I thought of it, but it is still pretty fun to make. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully it is worth it. So, yeah, make sure to go subscribe to my channel, give me a little like, so no dislikes or anything, or just rather be awesome me. Thank you guys so much for watching this review video. It was really fun, as I said. And yes, hopefully I'll be able to make more videos soon enough. And anyways, I gotta be going, so bye guys, yeah boy.